Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Khalsa, Director of Assessment for the Graduate School Education Department, and I'm here to help you complete a field experience form that may be associated with one of your courses, maybe an assignment in one of your courses. Throughout the program you have virtual experiences that are field experiences out in the field observing classrooms or teachers, but also you have to go out into the community and do observations. So this form is related to those experiences because I'm going to ask you on this form for information about the school's name, location, district, and most importantly, what are the demographics of that school. So let's see what a form looks like. You're a student, and right here is a student account. So I'm in the home, I just logged in, and I come up with this list, and some of these are forms related to field experience, like this one, understanding the lesson observation, this one, classroom management. So they're titled Field Experience 1, 2, and 3. So let's click on 1 because you've completed the field experience and now you need to complete this TK20 form. Alright, so right here you'll see that this form is the named here and you select it here. Alright, and this is the form. You begin to fill it out. And you don't touch these two parts, the title or the description, but here's a part to pay special attention to. There's a checklist here, and on this checklist it lists different categories of diversity in school situations. So there's a description of diversified race, ethnicity, or socioeconomic status, exceptionalities, ELL. Now all of this is explained in more detail right here through the UMUC Education Diversity Policy. If you click on that, you can download the policy and read it. Now we're going to come back to this, and it'll be more self-explanatory, but let's continue because the activity at the end of this form will lead you back to the top and to that checklist. So these things automatically come up, your name, your MPID, you choose a program, and if you're an MAT student, then all the MAT courses show up, and then you choose the MAT course. If you're an MED, it'll be here, and all the courses you'll be able to pick from. So which course are you taking that's associated with this form? And here is the fill-in. Just fill in the school name, the city, and the state, and then continue down. As verification that you've gone to the school and worked with a teacher, you have a form, the MAT verification form, and this form must be signed by the teacher and uploaded here. So to upload it from your desktop, you click File, you see it on your desktop, and then, or you can pull it, drag it, and drop it right there. Okay, now the demographic part. This, you have to be a little patient and take your time if you want to get the directions accurate. So here we're saying, could you please fill in all these categories of demographics at the end of this form? And the procedure is to add a row, and then that's one row is the title, and this row is the numbers that you're going to put in. So you can see we're asking you to find out the school associated with the verification form and your visit. You look it up, the school, and find out the students, the district, the locale, the size, and keep going because you'll see that we need demographic information that includes race and ethnicity. Okay. This form is going to help us track where you've been and if you've had enough diversified experiences in the schools before you get to your internship. So this is what we're tracking, and you're helping us track this through filling out these forms. So you'll see you also are asked the FARMS number, the ELL number, the disabilities number. So how do you do that? Has anybody tried to use statistic sites before? Here's one that we're going to recommend you. Copy and then paste into a browser window. And if you have a Maryland school, a very helpful site. If you have a school from another state, almost all states have something similar. So you may be able to find online. But I'll take you to where you can find the demographic information. What school? I'm going to use Old Mill High School. I do a search, and down here to the left, demographic data summary. And here it is. Not much on this page that I'm interested in, but there's this checklist over here, and I know I want the ethnicity information, and that includes 2 or more races, and then I click update. What's here? All the numbers, the total number of students, 2207. Go to TK20 and put in total number of students, 2207. Okay, so I have to get back to that spot, but you'll be filling in all the numbers that you find related to demographics here back on to the TK20 site. Okay. Now, you'll see that there's other options here. Farms. Okay, that would be free student lunches. Let's see what number they come up with that. Okay, they've added farms now. And students receiving special services is high. Okay, and that's also some information that's added. So here we have the numbers of the farms, and we'll go to 216. So just take the most recent. Special ed numbers, 504, low income. Okay, so very helpful site. Explore, and you can't really make mistakes while you're exploring. Do the best you can. And then I also gave you another site. So if you're out of state, there's an National Center for Education Statistics. You could copy and paste, and you'll come up with this. Now, you're going to do the same thing. Search for a public school if that's where you did your field experience. Put it in. I'll put in Old Mill again, and I'll do a search and click on Old Mill. Now, what information they gave me? Okay, they tell me that Old Mill is suburban and large. They give me the total number of students, and you scroll down. Here's some ethnicities. So if you can't find it on one site, look on the other site and complete the form. Now you know the demographics now. Time to scroll back up to the top of the form. Read this again. Understand 4 categories, 1, 2, 3, 4, and look at your demographics. Do the demographic numbers match any of these 4 requirements? If they do, click check mark. Okay? And if none of those numbers, well, maybe it's a very private school, small, mostly one culture or race, ethnicity. So it's not going to meet these diversified categories, so you might have to pick none. So now you're done with the form, scroll all the way down and choose Add. When you choose Add, okay, you can determine now, do you want to save it and come back to it because you didn't get everything you needed? You need to call the school because ELL numbers are not listed anywhere. Okay, or will you submit? So that's 2 options there. And if you want to go back into the form, I used this form before, but just click there and you've gone back to the form to complete whatever else is needed. Now, the assignment related to the field experience is submitted in Leo, and the form associated with that field experience is completed here. Okay? Then you choose Update, and it'll take you back to that site, that page, okay? And you might be ready to submit this time. So you click Submit, and your professor will be able to see it. So dadakar.khalsa@umuc.edu. You can email me with any questions you may have.